Lehoma,
Bonjour.
and welcome to Intersections.
Did you know Intersections for the Arts has been serving San Francisco residents for almost 50 years?
Well, a little bit about us. Inspiring Young Emerging Leaders, or I-YEL, is an environmental youth leadership program of the Crissy Field Center. This program is initiated, designed, and implemented by our young leaders, and each year, our Inspiring Young Emerging Leaders create a project that addresses an environmental or a social issue. And this year, our interns chose to do a play about the lack of our city's awareness of our culture and resources. They have written an entire script, memorized all their lines, created their own props and costumes, and are ready to perform for you.
For the Love of the City strives to raise awareness about the risk of losing culture and resources that directly relate to San Francisco's youth and residents. We will explore how the city is changing, the role development plays, and the voices that are fighting to exist. We hope by the end of the play, you find a new love for your city and your home.
So, please turn off all your electronic devices and enjoy the show.
Thank you.
It's crazy how we grew up together, and now we're expecting our children at the same time. I mean, come on, even the same date.
Man, I know, this is crazy. Life's about to change for the both of us. Everything that's going on is going to affect our children.
And what things are you talking about exactly?
Man, I'm talking about this mayor, for example. I mean, haven't you heard about this dude's proposals he's made? Or the changes he's promised to have fulfilled?
Yeah, I've heard a few things, but according to Seth Chronicles, the changes he's going to provide are going to help those who are capable.
Capable? What do you mean capable? What about those who are underprivileged? Man, I'm talking real issues affecting the citizens of San Francisco. I mean, don't you know that our health isn't doing well and that we're going to financial debt? How about those muni budget cuts? The way San Francisco is infamous for being overpopulated and housing being too expensive. People commute as far as Sacramento to work in the city. That's not healthy, Joe.
How could it be the mayor's fault for all those health issues? And why isn't everyone personally responsible for what they consume?
You don't understand. With the mayor's campaign, we can change everything about the city. Speaking of change, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, Joe, but you add to the problem every single time you smoke cigarettes.
Huh.
Don't you know the hazards of secondhand smoke can do to your health and those around you? Now think about Mia.
Now listen, I've thought about Mia for the last 9 months. She's the reason I work hard. And if I work hard, I don't think cigarettes are going to change anything. Besides, everyone smokes, and the only person's health I'm affecting is mine. And with this line of work me and you're into, I believe you can get a puff or two now and then.
Well, you're obviously stuck up in your bubble. But you have to know that the city of California appeared on the top 25 charts of polluted cities regarding air quality. And why do you think we have spare the air days? Those days only occur when the air quality is forecasted as unhealthy. You know what? This is a good day for us. We shouldn't talk about this here. Talk about it later.
Yeah, I understand you want to tackle big issues, Roger, but how about you worry about your family and let me worry about mine?
May I please talk to Mr. Fada? Sure, doctor. I have some serious news to tell you guys.
Oh, what is it, Doctor? Is everything okay with Mia?
Well, that's exactly what I needed to talk about. You see, we ran a few tests, and we see that your daughter has trouble breathing, and this could lead to asthma very quickly. Do you know what this means?
Well, I know what it means to have asthma, but what are the symptoms?
Well, asthma is a chronic disease of the lungs, which causes the airways to tighten, swell, and produce an excess of mucus. When a baby gets a respiratory tract infection, the small passages in her lung get swollen, which can lead to both causing coughing and wheezing.
How did this happen? I've been so careful with my health the past 9 months.
Well, do you know anybody in your household that may smoke or who has had asthma before? Sometimes asthma can be caused from allergies, genetics, but especially secondhand smoking before, or during or after pregnancy.
Well, nobody in my family ever had asthma, or in Joe's, but Joe, my husband, is the only one that smokes, but he told me he would stop smoking when he found out I was pregnant.
Well, this is something very serious, but it's nothing we can't resolve. A big part of this is looking after your baby 24/7, making sure that she has her asthma inhaler, and that you have to quit smoking, or else her asthma will get worse.
Don't worry, doctor. I'll make sure he quits.
I hope this is confidential. Stay just between us.
Of course, I'm going to leave you two to some time to talk.
Thank you.
Sweetie, I'm so sorry. I've never meant for this to happen.
I hope so. What are we going to do about our child? We both work and can't monitor all day.
I have an idea. Why don't I hire a nanny that will take care of her and watch her for as long as she has asthma?
I hope you're proud, Joe. You just tinted our daughter's quality of life. Poor little Mia. She could grow up with all the money in the world, but there'd still be something missing. Mia was born into a high-class family in San Francisco, sheltered from the city, equivalent in size to 2/3 of Disney World. And from the moment she was born, everything had been planned out for her. The kind of school she'd go to, the friends she'd make, the career she'd pursue, even who she'd marry. As you can probably predict, not everything turned out the way they had planned.
Hey, Mia.
Hey Paris, what are you doing here?
Your dad told me it would be a good idea for us to go out together to the Civic Center. Maybe we can walk around the farmers market at UN Plaza. Or maybe we can see what's playing at Davie Symphony Hall. The reporter's out there covering your dad's new 100K plan.
Look, Paris, I know our families are similar and expect us to be together, but aren't you tired of doing the same thing and having everything planned out for us?
Mia, don't be silly. If you didn't do everything your father asked you to do, you wouldn't have these fancy things, right?
Don't be ridiculous. I don't need these fancy things. I only wear it to make my father happy.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the city is a leader in the making. His name's Jacob. Now growing up, Jacob didn't have the same luxuries that Mia grew up in, and his family faced many struggles. But Jacob comes from a line of community organizers, and in spite of these struggles, he becomes a community activist, empowering the powerless, and providing a platform for the youth of his generation to have a voice. Now Jacob may seem like a kid with high aspirations, continues to deal with the issues of being a typical high school student, trying to live up to his father's expectations, as well as dealing with his own insecurities.
So, as the youth of San Francisco, we have to make our presence felt, our opposition, our... I keep messing this part, Pops.
Come on, Jacob. Practice. You need to nail this thing tomorrow. There'll be a huge youth audience out there. You are a key because you are so passionate. You are the face of the new generation. We need you to go out there and convince everyone that this is important, and this is our last chance to impact the voting of this bill.
I know, Pops. It's just a lot of pressure. I just don't want to screw this up and let the whole family down. I know there's a lot writing of this meeting tomorrow. Let me try again.
Roger, stop it. Stop pressuring him. You know he's just trying his best to get this right and make you proud.
I know. I just want to show everybody what a great leader he could be.
But that is not the way to show him. Don't do what you probably expect to do.
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't mean to treat him the same way my father did to me.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to your son. He's the one you're really hurting.
Sorry, son. Your grandfather has a tendency to come out of me at times. He used to do the same thing to me as I'm doing to you, Jacob. I just want to let you know how proud I am of you. You bring our family honor and you give our community hope. Just go out there and be honest with them tomorrow. You have a gift, son. Just let it flow and come out your own way.
I got you, Pops. Promise I won't let you down.
Don't worry. You are braver than I ever was. Good night, son. I love you.
Love you too, Dad. Good night.
Pudding Pop, come in the library. We got some things to discuss.
What is it, Poppy? Is it about that stupid community meeting you've been telling me to go to? And that wasn't really nice sending Paris to surprise me at school today. What if I had other plans with my friends?
Pudding Pop, I really need you to go to this community meeting so that you can report back to me about what's being discussed around my 100K proposal. My plan of mandating every resident and household in San Francisco to earn an annual income of 100K will make our city the richest in the world.
Recently, Mayor Joe has proposed a new plan, the 100K plan. I call it the underhand removal plan, which would recommend citizens of San Francisco to make an annual income of $100,000 or more, or be asked to leave the city within 2 years of the bill being signed, or mass evictions will take place.
With all the tech industries moving in, bringing in jobs, higher minimum wage, free Wi-Fi, cheap transit, Golden State Warriors in 2017, and Phil's Coffee. I think everyone needs to earn their pay around here, right?
This isn't an exodus. This is an exit us. And everything that you identify San Francisco with, culture, diversity, art, will all be escorted out and replaced with tofu.
If everyone pushes themselves like I did, our city will set a new bar for the world to follow.
The city will become a sandlot of haves and have-nots. It takes people up to 10 years even to scratch up 100K.
And our motto is, pay to play while living in the city by the bay.
But that was so great about San Francisco. Every class of people is represented, but not now.
I've been hearing rumblings about lending position to it. They're just mad because due to their low work ethic, they wouldn't make the cut.
This issue will tremendously affect me for one, and also other citizens who don't think that money equals happiness.
I need to be ready for the attack to come, hon. We are a week away from the elections and then a decade of the polls.
We value our families. We value our communities. That's what makes us rich. Have we not seen something like this happen before?
Do you think you know some intel and help Daddy out? I'm really sorry about sending Paris. I promise, I won't do it again.
In October 2012, the $195 million Prop B plan, which will help maintain and improve city parks, was questioned. The government officials were worried that the improvements would be too costly, that people will have to pay to enter the parks. Where is their mind? When they renovated Starbucks, do the Starbucks prices go up? No. They say change is what they want to be made, but excuses is what have been given. We, as citizens of San Francisco, can't stand for this.
But Poppy, I want to go to the mall. I don't understand. Why can't you just go alone? They didn't elect me as mayor.
Just do it for Daddy, or you'll never have money for the mall again.
Okay, whatever.
Just remember, don't talk to anyone. Run in, blend in, and walk out.
I just want to let you know that all the confidence in the world for you, I believe in you, son.
Thanks, Dad. I really appreciate it. Promise I won't let you down.
Don't worry. You never have, and you never will. On behalf of the youth of San Francisco, my son Jacob would like to share a few words about the 100K plan.
Thank you, Dad, for that amazing speech, and for giving me the opportunity to speak. I speak on behalf of the youth of San Francisco. Some characteristics I love about San Francisco is our access to public transportation, hidden gems, diverse ecosystems, and even the ability to say, I live in the Bay Area. Some annual events hosted in San Francisco, such as carnivals, the Cherry Blossom Festival, Bicycle Film Festival, all part of San Francisco's culture, which emphasizes in our diversity. I remember when my father used to take me to those things when I was a kid, which gave me a sense of community. It gives us a place to free our minds. A 35-year-old tradition here in San Francisco that I hope to take my kids to. If the bill was to be passed, we lose all of our culture and diversity. By far, my favorite annual event, which returned to 17 in the summer of 2013, is Crissy Urban Youth Art Festival. Crissy Ice provides 2,000 square feet of portable wall, free paint, aerosol paint cans, and even classes. I love this event so much because it encourages people of all ages to come together and freely express themselves. Not an artist? No problem, because there's always performances by local artists, musicians, poetry slammers, and even breakdancers. Without events like this, the true San Francisco culture will be lost. San Francisco would now be rented out to the highest bidder. Mayor Joe is trying to gentrify the city to accommodate corporate types who care nothing for maintaining this city. We cannot let this bill pass, otherwise no one can afford to live in our wonderful city. I hope that our efforts tonight with the petitions and willingness will help Mayor Joe realize what the people want. the right to live freely. Thank you, and let's protect the rural residents of San Francisco.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Thank you. Hey, did you see that girl in the back wearing a floral skirt?
No, Jacob. How are you going to ask me about one goal when there's a millions of goals run? Like crazy?
Yeah, but I only noticed one.
You'll probably see her again. Anyway, you queued it up here. Let's start with a sandwich from Pickle and Pete's.
Sure.
Let's go.
This is how it starts. Two people are in a room. They happen to look over at each other. No words ever exchanged, but from the moment their eyes meet, they form a connection. A connection that they never knew was there. And from that moment on, they know that the other person, they're the one.
Hey, what you want to do today? Let's just get the J over to the lower party and grab some bar.
Buy right? Are you kidding me?
It's always a buy right. Have you ever tried it?
No, but if you're talking about ice cream in Frisco, then you know I'm really with the Mitchells.
Woo!
Their ice cream is so good that even the strawberry tastes like real strawberries, and not seaweed.
And have you seen the line at Bar Right? You do know that was when making their own ice creams. You won't find the flavors anywhere else.
Oh yeah? Like what flavors?
Dude, there's basil, roasted bananas, balsamic strawberries. Man, I don't even have to tell you the rest. You need to go and test it out for yourself.
Come on, man. I buy you a scoop.
Alright, I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt to try.
Get a free scoop anyway.
Wow, they sure have changed this park up. I remember it used to be a dump filled with drug addicts and other homeless.
And yeah, I heard that people can buy the best stuff down here. It's like 5
It's still as beautiful as I remember it. We used to live 2 blocks from here. My dad used to bring me here in the mornings and say, one day, this city will be yours. Running through here as a kid brings me back to a place of peace. Before my dad became mayor, mother a supervisor, and family became rich. We were just normal people living in this crazy, beautiful place. I really miss that time in my life.
Ugh, aren't those tree huggers?
Yeah. What are they doing right here?
Oh my gosh, guys, be nice.
What are you looking at, rich girls?
Nothing much. I have a sight to see like you.
Oh yeah? A site should be marked by yellow hesitate?
Aha, bird.
Good for yellow tape.
Hey! You ran out pretty fast yesterday, I didn't even catch your name.
Yeah, I was in a hurry, sorry. My name is Mia, and yours?
Jacob Mish. Listen, what were you doing at the meeting yesterday? I don't think I ever seen you there before.
Oh, I just wanted to check it out because I heard you guys were talking about important issues affecting San Francisco. Your speech was very captivating. It inspired me. I totally agreed with everything you had to say.
Oh really? What part?
Oh, I don't know, just the part about the annual events in the city and awareness in neighborhood parks. I've noticed that a lot of community parks I grew up in as a child are gone and have been replaced with new buildings. The city is definitely becoming less green, more gray, with little to no space to breathe.
Oh really? Here for whom in the city? Anyways, thanks for a compliment. It means a lot.
Mia, Tortilla, where are you?
Crazy Jake, you, where are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get back.
Wait, I want to see you again.
Meet me here tomorrow at 12 and we can talk more?
Sounds good.
Okay. Bye.
Hey, Paris. I have something to tell you.
But little do they know, trouble's around the corner. Literally. You don't have to believe me. Just watch.
Hey, cuz, crazy thing. You remember that committee meeting that we had yesterday about the mayor's proposal?
Oh yeah, what about it? Sorry I couldn't make it last night. I was on a date with my future boo thing.
Anyways, back to the meeting. So, while giving my speech in front of hundreds of people, this one girl caught my eye, and now she has my heart.
Did you say hi to her at the end?
No, sadly not. But I always see her at Dolores Park with those rich girls who constantly keep buying the newest things.
Oh, you mean those rich kids? Why would she be at the community meeting if she's hanging out with them?
I don't know. All I know is that she's not like that. She's very different. She even agreed to meet me tomorrow at Dolores Park, sort of like a date. I plan on taking her to Mission to see those beautiful mirrors that they have there. Maybe grab some Orlitos after that. Or take her to Chinatown, grab some dim sum. Never know.
So let me get this straight. You're gonna show a girl that you barely met and talk to for like 2 seconds everything special about the city? Yeah, right.
I mean, she's the one that proposed it after all.
Well, good luck with that, Romeo. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I'm gonna go get something to eat now. You wanna come?
Sure. Where at?
We should go to the farmer's market.
Sounds good if you're paying.
Don't I always?
Nanny, come here. I need to tell you about the most wonderful guy that I met today.
Mia, haven't you already met a wonderful guy? Isn't his name Paris?
Nanny, we've talked about this. I've known Paris since I was in kindergarten. He is clearly not my type. He's so boring. I need adventure. I need something new. And he's so lovely. He's already shown me so much.
What could he have possibly showed you already? What's his name?
Jacob. Jacob Mish.
Mish?
Yeah, he was speaking at the community meeting Daddy forced me to go to. He was so passionate. You could see the connection between him and the people about the issues he brought up. He made me rethink if Poppy's 100K plan is really going to help the city or hurt its residents. Nanny, is building more condos and retail space to generate more revenue really worth the expense of our ecosystem and communities? Oh, did I tell you how handsome you are?
Okay, well, don't let your father hear about this. You know how important your future with Paris is for his campaign. He won't approve.
Yeah, I know. I have to keep Paris happy to keep his family happy in order to keep Poppy happy. It's the story of my life, right? When am I ever going to be happy for a change?
The time will come one day.
The heart wants what the heart wants. Even if Daddy doesn't want it. But me and Jacob are unaware of the consequences of the actions, which are like mines beneath the feet ready to explode at any moment. But love has a life of its own, and no one can stun its growth.
Love, it's a special day. We should celebrate and appreciate that you and me found something pretty neat. And I know some say this day is arbitrary.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Well, I'm feeling much better now that you're here. But listen, do you have any plans for today?
No, not really. I'm free for today.
Perfect. Let's go.
Okay.
Love, I don't need those things. I don't need no ring. I don't need anything but you, me. 'Cause in your company I feel happy, oh so happy and complete. to use, baby. I know what to do, baby. I will love you. I'll love you. I'll love you. Yeah, it's a good excuse, but I love to use, baby. I know what to do, baby. I will love you. I'll love you. I'll love you. So won't you be my honeybee, giving me kisses all the time? Be mine, be my Valentine.
Yeah, but those are beautiful houses.
Yeah.
But listen, I have to get going soon. My dad is probably looking for me.
Do you mind putting your number in my phone?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Wait, does that mean I'm not gonna be able to see you again?
No, of course, we can see each other again. Call me, okay? Bye.
Valentine.
Take care, okay?
How's my future son-in-law? How's the arm? Our featured pitcher for the Giants is set to bring the city of San Francisco another championship, and thus, more money and business.
My arm is fine. Let me tell you what is not fine. Do you even know where Mia is right now? Do you even know what she's doing?
Yeah, she said she'll be going out to the park with her friends, and later she said she'll be going out on a date with you.
That's funny, because she told me you were taking her to the opera tonight.
Opera? Opera isn't happening until next week. Where could she be?
Sir, if I may add a few words, she was seen with Roger Fish's son the other day.
What? Not my pudding pop? You must be mistaken.
It's true. Your driver told me that and said that she saw them together at Dolores Park. And who had the bright idea of sending her to an event that he was speaking at? They were born on the same day and at the same hospital. They practically grew up together. They had a connection, Mayor, and you helped rekindle it. Thanks a bunch. I never thought she'd stoop down to dating such low-class vermin such as him.
Ferris, believe me, I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for such stupidity.
Well, you better get it figured out because your position as a politician depends on it. Have a good day, sir.
Sweetie, can you hand me all those flyers over there?
Sure, Mom. You go.
Okay, you're smiling like you either won the lottery or someone won your heart. Which one is it?
It's the second one, Mom.
Really? And who's the young lady? How come you haven't told me about her? I thought we'd tell everything to each other.
Well, giving my speech a few days back to the community meeting, this one girl caught my eye.
Oh. Well, what's her name? How you guys met?
Her name is Mia.
Mia. Huh. Okay. Look, son. I know you have your dad's charm, and you get your good looks from your mom, but can you please be a fool number later and push this thing aside for now? With what's at stake for the city, I will hope you will focus on defeating this bill. You know San Francisco's on the verge of getting wiped out with the people that live here. We need all hands on deck, and your focus, Jacob.
She's not a flame, Mom. I really like this girl. She really has a lot to offer.
Okay, well, you just have to wait after this week, okay? Your dad needs some full focus right now. Don't let him down. Nanny, come here. I need to tell you about the most wonderful day that I had.
Yeah, is it about that one guy again?
What's his name? Jacob?
Yes, Nanny, he was amazing. He showed me these new parks, introduced me to people, explored art, ate at local businesses, and even taught me new things like the history of the Baby Hunters Point District. Did you know that community activists worked to get PG&E to shut down a power plant that was polluting the area of its residents?
Mia, calm down. Are you sure you were feeling okay? Do you think you need to go see the doctor?
Oh, Nanny, don't be ridiculous. I'm just really excited. It's just a boy. An amazing, perfect, and understanding boy. Why are you so against him? You haven't even met him yet.
Oh, I know who he is. Mia, who are you talking about?
Is this the guy you lied to me about yesterday?
Dad, what are you talking about? You know I was with Paris yesterday.
Really? Because Paris came by yesterday and told me that you said you were with me. Funny coincidence, isn't it?
I could explain.
Really? Who are you with?
I was with someone who I met at the community meeting that you told me to go to, so I don't understand why you're questioning me.
Because you don't know whom you're surrounding yourself with, and the effect it can have on our family and this campaign.
Mom, you don't even know who he is.
I know enough to know that you lied to me, and that's an automatic red flag.
You know what? I have a great idea. Why don't you invite him and his family over for dinner tomorrow?
Are you serious? You gotta be kidding.
Then we can actually get to know each other. Trust me.
Fine.
Poppy, that sounds like an excellent idea.
Oh boy, I knew this was coming. Things in the mayor's house are becoming a little tense. As much as Mia thinks it's a new beginning for herself, does she really think the mayor's willing to lose his campaign over his daughter's puppy love? Do you think that the mayor's willing to have the image he built up for his daughter destroyed over one idiotic decision? Mia is oblivious to the consequences that this may have on their future. However, the mayor always has something else planned under his sleeve.
Oh, Nanny, I am so happy and excited for dinner. I hope everyone gets along and maybe in the future we can even have more dinners together.
Mia, let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? Let's just hope everything goes out as planned.
But what do you mean? If it wasn't a good idea, my parents wouldn't have told me to invite them over in the first place. Right?
I don't think so. Mia, darling, are you ready? Don't keep your nanny in here. She has other chores to attend to.
Yes, Mom.
Of course, Mrs. Wide-Eye. That's why I never voted for your husband.
Jacob, this girl better be pretty special. Tell your family walk out on the weeknight in the middle trying to defeat this campaign.
Well, at least Alon is nice, honey.
Trust me, you guys are gonna love her when you meet her.
We better.
Hello, and welcome to our humble abode. The Five-Eyes have been expecting you.
Welcome. I'm Mr. Five-Eye, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
What the fight
Mia's dad is Joe Fide-Eye? I wonder why.
Well, are you guys gonna come inside or sit out there and loiter?
We're getting the hell out of here.
Hold on.
Come on, Dad, just for a little bit.
Out of all the girls in the world. Fine. For a little bit.
Please take a seat.
So, is it safe to say that you guys know each other?
Very well.
Extremely well. In the meantime, I've heard a lot about you, Jacob. My daughter, she hasn't stopped talking about you.
I hope it's good things.
Yeah, of course. But now tell me a little about yourself.
Well, I just graduated from high school, and hopefully attend San Francisco State University. I really love helping my dad with his community.
Interesting. Those are the two most beautiful women in the world.
3 most beautiful.
No, 2.
Hey Mia, this is my father, Roger Mish.
Pleasure to formally meet you. I saw you speak at the community meeting a couple days ago.
Pleasure to see you again, Mia. Thank God you favor your mother's side of the family.
Roger. Hi, Mia. I'm Irene Mish. Pleasure to meet you. You have grown up to a polite, beautiful lady.
Thank you.
Hi, Diane. It's been a long time. I agree.
So how's the campaign going? Fine.
It's going well. Just having some problems with some community activists. You know how that goes, Roger.
Oh, of course. Those activists are always stirring trouble.
Yeah, you've been like that from the beginning. Yeah, me and Roger, we go way back. Remember those times, Roger?
Yeah, I remember. When you were part of the community and not against it. But I guess we all changed now, don't we?
Me change? I have always been true to my promises and have never let my city down. Can't say that about you.
Me and Irene, would you help me get dessert from the kitchen?
Sure. I'll see you later, okay?
Well, now that the women are gone, let's talk business.
Thought we never get to it.
So there has been a lot of talk about this community meetings you've been leading. You know, it's been causing problems to my campaign.
Good, because you have been causing stress to the community and me.
Stress? Why are you stressing? I'm just trying to make the city better, just like you. The city is currently ranked number 4 in the amount of billionaires living within its boundaries. I can make the city number 1, full of billionaires. We'll have the best economy in the whole world.
And what happened to you? I thought you cared about the community. Remember we used to volunteer at Friends in the Urban Forest? Man, we used to help plant trees in the Mission District and Tenderloin to help beautify the city and make it a healthier place. It wasn't always about the money with you, Joe.
Trees? I can't live off of trees, Roger. I care about the city in the ways that matter. Money. If I make the city for the rich, we'll have better schools, better parks. We'll even have the trees better if that's what you want.
There's more to life. There's more to life than being the best. There's more to this community than profit and turning a dollar.
Whatever. Enough about our political differences. I want to know more about your son and my daughter. Jacob, is it?
Yes, sir. By all means. I really didn't mean for you to get worried about your daughter yesterday. We were just having a date together.
That's not the problem. The problem is, Mia, she already has someone in her life. And she has this boy, his name is Paris. Him and her, they've been together for ages. And I can't have your petty love ruin their happiness together. I believe you care about her, but it doesn't matter. Because trust me, you only cause her pain.
Excuse me?
Maybe we should talk about this later. Maybe in my office. You ever been to City Hall before? I got the best desk in the building.
Yes, I have. When should I come by?
Tomorrow, 7 a.m. That was enjoyable. Did you enjoy the steak? It was made by Mrs. Fada herself.
Oh yeah, that was delicious. Thank you. I think you should head on home now. It was an amazing dinner.
Wait, are you sure you don't want to stay for dessert?
Oh, no. We're full. Trust me. We have to get home now while we still have one. Good evening. Thanks again for the food.
Honey, hold on. Well, thank you for the food again, and good night.
Come on, Jacob.
Hey, sorry it was so tense. I didn't mean for that to happen. Look, I'm chasing you now.
I know it was a little bit awkward with your parents. I miss seeing each other way back. Listen, I have a meeting with your dad tomorrow at City Hall to talk about our future.
What are you guys going to be talking about? To be honest, I wouldn't really want you to be alone with him. He's been acting really weird lately.
Mia, this may be the only way that I can show your father what my real intentions are with you. Everything's going to be alright. What's up with that guy, Paris?
Oh, nothing. Just this crazy guy my dad wants me to be with.
As long as that crazy guy does not try to hurt you.
Jake, honey, let's go. Get in the car.
Okay, I'll see you later. Let me know how everything goes.
Okay, thanks for the dinner.
Of course. Good night.
Good night.
Love is nothing without struggle. Now, there comes to a point in a relationship, you have to ask yourself, is all this really worth fighting for? That's what me and Jacob must answer.
Dad, I can't believe how rude you were last night. Why didn't you tell me to invite them over if you were going to be acting like this?
I didn't act like anything. I acted the same way as I would have had with anybody. All I care about is getting this bill passed. And from there, we're going to be merging empires with Paris's family. And then, it's easy coasting.
I don't even agree with this bill. Jacob has shown me that there are other things that matter more than money. Do you know how many people you're affecting with this bill? Do you want to stay mayor? If you pass this bill, I guarantee you will never be reelected again. And I don't love Paris. I love Jacob.
Mia, you're being brainwashed. When was the last time you went to the mall? Do you really think small businesses will have this clothes that you wear and the food that you eat? You really think you're gonna have caviar every night? Once you turn on me, you turn on everything.
I don't care anymore. I have finally opened my eyes and I have finally realized that those small things do matter. Money is not of value to me anymore.
Whatever. I gotta go. I have a meeting tomorrow.
That dinner could have gone worse. Look, son, me and your dad talked about your relationship with Mia, and we agreed that you should really rethink about it or just end it.
Mom, I don't understand the hostility between Mia's parents and your parents, and you. Well, my parents. Well, from what I used to know, you guys used to be close friends.
What isn't there to understand, Jacob? Just know that they chose to value money, and we chose to value our community. It's simple as that.
She's very different now, Mom. She's learning how to value what the city has to offer, like local parks and local businesses. She's not how you think.
Maybe you're right, but you have to learn this for yourself, okay?
I have a question for you. Is it better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all? We're about to find out.
Jacob, I don't think you should be with my dad. He is really angry. We can fight this ourselves. I'll join forces with your family.
Mia, what are you talking about? I'm sure your dad is a reasonable person.
No, you don't know him. When he gets angry, he won't show it. But he always has something up his sleeve.
Mia, just have faith in me. Everything will be alright.
I love you, Jacob. I don't want to lose you. Please, just don't go.
I love you too, Mia. Just wait for me here, okay?
Come on in. I've been expecting you.
Sorry, I have some business to handle.
Sit down. I'm just gonna jump straight to the point here, and it's about my daughter. I don't want you seeing her. I'm going to give you a deal that you'll never want to pass. You see, next to the bunch of bills and laws I've passed that you're campaigning and petitioner against, I'm only trying to make the city better. I want the city to be prosperous even after my term is up. And in doing so, City College must close down. The amount of students graduating from colleges is too low, so there's no point in keeping it around. I have the decision to make whether or not to close it down. I know your mother and father are teachers there, is that right? It'll be a shame we'd have to get pink slips and not fit the criteria to live in the city after my bill passes. I also know you got a cousin Jackie, along with a couple other friends who are planning on attending it next year. Couldn't afford the tuition to SF State and meet the standards of USF. It'll be a shame once the most reasonable institution in the city will close. You need a degree nowadays to even work at a fast food restaurant. But you can save me from the disaster if you stop seeing my daughter.
I love your daughter, and there's nothing you can do to save me. For me to just walk away from her like that.
I figure you wouldn't bite on that. Here, take it. Open it.
A blank check? To just walk away from Mia?
Exactly how much would it cost you to leave her alone forever?
There's no amount of money you can give me for me to just walk away from her like that.
I'll take it from here, old man. See, listen to your little speech, Jacob. Almost brought a tear in my eye. See, I would listen to him. We already had something arranged before you were in the picture. And let's face it, you are so poor, you can't even afford to listen to me speak. So, Jacob, I come from a family of developers. The mayor here, he controls the land. So you marry, please. So you marry the two, boom, enterprise. So when me and Mia get married, it will be one big wealthy family, and all of our wealthy friends will be. Hell, even our pets will be wealthy. San Francisco will be a Disneyland for the wealthy.
You're such a fool, Paris. Do you really think Mia's gonna walk away from me like that? She already knows what type of scheme this is yours all about. And I have this picture to prove it.
This was all your fault. It was your job to keep Mia on track and keep her by your side, and you couldn't even do that right. It's time to take matters into my own hands.
Oh, whoa, Paris.
Jacob, there's your fingerprints on it. And I got an eyewitness to say you stuck me. Right! It's amazing how far your campaign will go to stop us. Even kill people.
You set me up! You know I didn't do this, Paris!
Oh my God, Paris, what happened to you?
Mia, I love you, and there is nothing I would let get in the way of our relationship. Jacob's the one, and he's gonna go to jail.
My husband, where's my brother?
Mia!
This was a story about two people, similar to Romeo and Juliet. Now what if I told you, Jacob, he represented the citizens of the city, and Mia, she represented the city itself, and the mayor, along with Paris, they represented the developers. If the events occurring here today were real, what would you do?
new love for your city and your home. Now, look at the sticker that was in your seat. If the events occurring here today were real and you were any character in our play, what will you do? Please place the sticker onto the right on that board and to share your thoughts. Also, please take the opportunity to check out media pieces from some local art organizations and see what they have to say about what they love about this city. Now I'd like to welcome Jay Chen.